Hi, my name is Dr. Corey Sparks, and this is a quick introduction for English 350, Science, Technology, and Literature, to give you a sense of what the course looks like, give you a little bit of information on how to navigate our course site, and get you started with the activities that we'll be doing this week and next week. So here I am in the course Blackboard site. We will not be using Blackboard for anything in the course except for checking on your grades. And in fact, even that, as I'll explain, is a little different for this course. As you'll see, here's some of the basic information and a little note that for our schedule, for the course policies, for the list of required materials and assignments and such, there's a link right here to the site that we'll be using. And if you click right there, and here I'll go back up here in the left-hand side menu, course Tumblr site should take you to that. I'll fix that. It's not supposed to take you inside Blackboard. But here we are at the home page of our course. Here you'll see along the top are several menu options: schedule, sp21 policies, assignments, non-academic resources, and contact information for me. I won't be reading through all of this. This is just, like I said, a quick tour of what's here. So we'll start with the policies. And this page has all of the information that you would have in a syllabus that would tell you about the course description, our objectives, your required materials, the kinds of grading and points that the course uses, links to various university policies and such, as you can see there. You know, I'm scrolling a little fast because you can read it on your own, right? I would highlight a couple things on this page. This course operates asynchronously. That is, each week there's a set of readings and a course activity in which you can participate. But when you do that work is up to you. If you decide that you want to submit one of the activities for feedback from me, that's due by 5 p.m. every Friday. Okay, so you have each week a set of materials to work through. The pace at which, the timing of which you do, as long as you do that by Friday, is up to you. The course uses a version of what's called ungrading. That's not to say you don't end up with a grade at the end of the course, but this is to say that this is a writing intensive course, and research shows that grades themselves are ineffective markers of or ineffective forms of feedback for actually becoming better at writing. So that is, like, if the goal of the course is to have us all become better writers, the grades actually get in the way of that. So we're using what's called portfolio grading. So throughout the semester, as we'll see on the schedule page, there's various activities that you can complete. And there's due dates for those every Friday, like I said. Now, you complete those not for a grade. I'm not going to give you points for those during the semester, but what I am going to do is when you submit an activity, I will give you feedback on it that then you can use to revise and rethink and to polish up to make that activity the best version of it is. And then you, at the end of the semester, will submit all of your activities that you've completed. You'll submit them together in a portfolio that you create in these first couple weeks. I'll show you where that is. You put them together in there. And then once you've collected them and curated them and sort of framed them and reflected on them, had a chance to revise them and polish them, then that's when they get graded, is when they're put all together. And you get to say then, here's my work in this course, right? So that's something to keep in mind throughout this semester, is that when you're submitting activities, it's for feedback from me. There will be opportunities for peer review in addition. And the idea is that you will have a chance to not just do an assignment and move on from it, but that you'll complete a course activity and be able to think through how to make it even better, which is when we really actually learn how to write better, which is a core goal of the course. There are 3 required texts that you need to purchase. They're listed right here on this page: Anne Carson's Knox, Ronald Johnson's Radios, Gillian Tamaki's Boundless, and then there's various online documents and media that we'll also link to. So we'll take a look at the schedule. I'm not going to go through the entire schedule. I'll just use the first week as an example week, the first couple weeks as example weeks. So as we see, the organization here is it's listed by week with the dates of the 5 days of the week for our work week. And there's usually some sort of heading that's like the topic that we'll be paying attention to. And then there's a list of readings, and readings covers videos, covers web links, covers interactive poems, that kind of thing. And then there's a each week an assignment, and it'll say complete this activity. So for this week, for this first week, you're going to complete the class greeting activity. Now these all say video link. Those links are not up yet. They will be later today. And in fact, right, sort of meta moment, I am shooting the video currently that will be linked right there. Right? But as we see in week 2, there's a set of readings that are linked to, and sometimes those are PDFs, sometimes those are Google Slides slideshows, and then we have, right, our assignments linked there. And you can see how they get highlighted, and when you click on them, it opens up another page that gives you the assignment description and in this case a link to the Google document where you put the link to that. Now for the most part, other than this first class greeting activity, you're going to submit your activities through a portfolio that you build. And as you see in this week 1, there'll be another video about creating your portfolio. And there's a link right here to initial portfolio submission. And as you can see, it'll take you to a spreadsheet where that has your name, everyone in the course. And I'd just ask that you add your email address and a link to the portfolio that you create. Then when you complete an activity, you just go in and add an X to the box on the row with your name in the relevant column. Okay, and so you can't edit it right now, but you just tell it to open with Google Sheets. And there you go. Okay. So by the end of week 2, what you will have is an electronic portfolio using the platform of your choice, in which you'll submit your activities, and you just go into that spreadsheet to tell me, and I'll check that spreadsheet every Friday, and you're just going into it to tell me, I'm submitting this activity, I would like your feedback on it. Okay, so in this video we covered really quickly, I know, you can watch it again though, we covered really quickly some sort of crucial information about how the course works in terms of the kinds of texts you need, and the kinds of grading that will happen, the way we submit assignments in the course. And we also took a quick look at the schedule, looking at a couple weeks to show the organization of each week's information. Now really quickly at the end, I would point to a couple other things. There is an assignments page that has descriptions of the course portfolio, links to all the activity descriptions, descriptions of peer review, and then finally also a description of reflection essays that you'll complete at midterm and at the end of the semester that become part of your portfolio. So there's that page. There's also a page that I have listed out various campus-based and community-based non-academic resources. And of course, right, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so some of that relates to COVID questions, but it is also what other kinds of resources the campus has, what other kind of resources are local to Chico and Butte County, but that also are also resources for people that are national level. So if you need help with some sort of issue, here are various resources to help with that. If you need help with something and you don't see a link here, please do email me and I will do my best to help you find the resources that you need. Thank you.